I work really long hours, need to meet tough deadlines all the time, and work on a million projects in parallel. And I constantly have to choose between sleep, exercise, and friends. I can never have all three, and rarely even two. And yet, I love being an engineer. Why? Why though? I thought about this today, and I want to share my thoughts. Hey and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm a German mechanical engineer based in Sweden. Today I want to talk about my favorite parts of being an engineer. I've come up with 5 different things and I'm going to start with the little less serious one and then slowly move up to the more serious points. So let's get into it. Number 1. You get really good at really random everyday things, like packing the car efficiently. We're not going to waste a single cubic centimeter of empty space. Nuh-uh. Even if it takes 2 hours to find the optimal placement and orientation for each piece of luggage. You'll also get really good at packing the dishwasher efficiently, and I did not know this was a skill until I moved in with a chemical engineer. And as a bonus, you'll get super annoyed if anyone cannot do these things. So let's hope my roommate doesn't see this. Number 2, you get to apply the stuff you learned in school and never thought you'd need again. You know the classic, I learned trigonometry in high school, but I don't know how to do my taxes. What is school even good for? Yeah, I use all of that. I use this, yep, I use that too. And this too, and especially this one, and all of this. Yeah, I use all of that. Still don't know how to do my taxes, but that's why I moved to Sweden. My favorite and most recent example, in 8th grade geography, I learned the dimensions of a standard container, and I still remember them to this day. And now I use them all the time. Will my equipment fit into a standard container, or do I need to pay extra for shipment? How many pallets can I fit into one container? 33 if you're using pallet type EPAL1, not to be confused with EPAL3, which is slightly bigger, and especially not to be confused with EPAL2, which is closed runners. Oh my god, the drama. So you bet I'm glad I learned this in 8th grade. Now, when it comes to trigonometry, yeah, I never use that. Sorry, that was a waste of time. Number 3, you constantly think about how things work and how things are made. Now, I don't know if this one is cool or annoying, but once you learn how certain technology works and how it's made, you'll constantly find yourself thinking about how everyday items you see are made and how they function. And yes, this means you'll also find yourself constantly explaining it to everyone around you, whether they wanted to know it or not. Number 4, you get to solve problems every day. Humans love solving problems. There's almost no better feeling than if you apply your skills to a difficult problem and successfully find a solution. And guess what? Engineering has plenty of problems. The problems are never ending. But the problems we have are constantly becoming better and better. Some people call it the first industrial revolution or Industry 4.0. And as a quick recap, the first industrial revolution was driven by the invention of the steam engine. The second industrial revolution was driven by standardization and industrialization, which for the first time enabled mass production. And the third industrial revolution was driven by digitalization. And now the current industrial revolution is driven by machine-to-machine communication, artificial intelligence, big data, and the goal of building smart factories that basically run themselves at super high efficiency. Now we're still super far away from this, like really far. But that's the fun and the challenge, right? Having a really big goal and then solving all the problems on the way there. Number 5. You get to use your skills for something meaningful. Now, of course, not every engineering position is going to be meaningful to you, but pretty much all industries that are trying to make a difference for society need engineers. Now, in my case, I work in battery production, trying to produce more sustainable batteries for electric vehicles. And I'm really grateful that I found a mission that I want to support with my work. I think as engineers, we have the responsibility to use our skills for something positive, but I think it's also a really big opportunity. If you're an engineer or engineering student, let me know what you think about these points and what your favorite part of being an engineer is. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in my next video.